Hi Cancer, welcome to your daily tarot reading. Thank you for joining me in this reading. I'm going to be using the Light Seers deck, and I'll also be using the Lover's Oracle deck towards the end. So remember to take what resonates from today's reading and to leave behind whatever you feel does not. So let's find out what messages come through for today. So the first card we have is the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So you could be dealing with an earth sign with this card, a Gemini, Libra, or even an Aquarius. Next we have the Eight of Wands. So you could be dealing with a fire sign with this card, a Sagittarius, a Leo, or even an Aries. And finally, we have the Star card. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Moon card in the reverse. So with the Moon card, you could even be dealing with a Pisces. Okay, so with the Moon card, I'm seeing a very deep kind of a connection over here. So with this card, I'm seeing a very deep kind of a connection where perhaps it feels like an attachment even. It's like you are tied on a very deep level. And it's also one that is very, that has a lot of mutual understanding from a very connected place. So there is a lot of perhaps recognizing of each other on even perhaps a soul level. This is a connection that is very deep, and the understanding is one that is very profound, and it's very transcendental. However, with the Queen of Swords showing up in the reverse, this card is showing me that perhaps one or both people in this connection may have gone through perhaps a very difficult experience in their past. It may have been a traumatic one. It may have been one that hurt. And with this card showing up, this is perhaps the battle or the desire to be able to resist any projecting of those feelings or of that experience onto this connection. And with the Eight of Wands, this is a card that is showing a connection that is able to almost kind of graduate and to progress to perhaps the next level. And this is a very positive change that could be happening as far as this connection goes. This is also the like the Moon card in the reverse. This is the deepening of a connection that is possible to happen on this day. And with the Eight of Wands, so if this person is somebody that you are not yet in connection with as far as in the 3D as of right now, this could be perhaps you getting an opportunity to communicate with them and also being able to connect with them for the first time. Also, this is a card that's showing some news that may be coming in. So this could be perhaps some really big news that is also coming in on this day as far as this connection goes. And this is very positive news that would be coming in. So this could also be a very exciting period in a romantic connection. And then with the Star card, this is even a card that's also showing some kind of healing and healing of the past and healing on an emotional level. So with this card showing up on this as well as the Queen of Swords in the reverse, I'm really finding that this is the kind of connection that has the potential to be very healing, perhaps to you or to the other person or even to both of you. This is the kind of connection that has a lot of meaning because it is able to be to perhaps expose you to a different understanding, a new level, and also it really deepens the connection, the ability to heal together as well. This card shows a lot of forward movement in this connection for both of the people. Okay, so I'm going to pull out a card from the Lover's Oracle deck. So I'll pull out a card, one for the connection, one for you, and one for the other person in this connection. So I'll start with a card for you, Cancer. So what messages, advice, or just to clarify. and what this connection could possibly be teaching you right now. Okay, so this is the card that came out, and it says, look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Okay, so this is a card all about being able to introspect, perhaps, within this connection. Okay, and then now I'm going to pull out a card for the other person in this connection. So this is the card for the other person in this connection, and it says romance. It says Cupid's arrow strikes. Okay, so with this card, this could also be perhaps a message about perhaps this connection is one that is deepening. It is moving forward. It is reaching a deeper level, perhaps. And this could also be seen through perhaps being able to enter into a more romantic time in this connection as well, and being able to connect on a very romantic level too. Okay, so I'm going to pull out a card for the connection. Okay, so this is the card that came out. So it says, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So with this card, again, it speaks of a very deep kind of a connection that is being represented here. And I'm really getting that this is the kind of connection that is very deep, it's very inseparable, and it can be described as one where perhaps your connection is unbreakable. So even though you may be apart at this time, this is a card that is speaking about you will always find your way back to each other because of perhaps you may have known this person in a past life. I'm really getting that this is a card that is speaking about you being able to find your counterpart in this connection. This is somebody who may have that you may have a karmic connection with, and that is why this kind of a connection is able to travel through time and space. And this is the kind of bond that is unbreakable. And when you meet this person, if it is somebody that you have not met, this is somebody who you will recognize perhaps from, it will be a sense of familiarity. So this is a person that you have known in past lives as well. And sometimes the star card can also be about really longing and hoping and wishing for something on a star. And so this can also be a feeling of missing somebody. So this could also be perhaps a response to any feelings of longing and wishing for someone. So that is the message I have for you today, Cancer. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you in tomorrow's reading. Bye, Cancer.